Hey guys, what's up? This is Make It Work with Yosh, and today we are doing the Unbox It Wednesday. And yes, we got a package I've been waiting for, and it finally came. My post office called me to come and pick it up, and I went and did that promptly. We're gonna get right to it. So if you just hang on, we about to get right to this package. Look like we got a tear right there. Let me open this up. I've been waiting for this package. I ordered this a couple of weeks ago and they've been pretty busy, so just getting a chance to get it. So I hope you guys are staying safe out there, and they tape this stuff up real good. Not complaining, that's the way I like to see it. There we go. Let's see what we have. See what we have, guys. Can y'all see that? What is that? A Taramp Amp HD 10,000. Yes. What did they? Let's see. They put some stuff, some goodies in the bag, in the box. Let's see. This is a big sticker. See how long that is, guys? Big sticker. And a little small sticker. Team member, Taramp Electronics. All right. Let's get to the good part. Throw it aside. Let's get to the good part. Okay, guys, right here I see they put a sticker. This is the 1 ohm model that I ordered. Let's see what we got. All right. This is heavy. Let's see. Yeah, these amps are great amps. They are Brazil amps. These are truly Brazil amps, a Class D. Let's see if anything else in the box. Yes, they are Class D amps. This is a 1-channel, 1 ohm, 10,000 watts. And that's RMS watts for you guys that know about this stuff. And the total watts is 11,995 total RMS watts of power, and that's at 14.4 volts. Now the max of this is 16 volts, so it takes a max of 16 volts. I'm trying to get this open, guys. They got this packed real good. Let me just turn it open. I'm gonna start telling y'all some specs of this. Okay, this is the remote cable. Okay, I'm gonna set that on the side and go over this. All right, so yeah, this is the Taramp electronic amp. It's the HD 10,000 Class D amplifier. It says 10,000 watts RMS at 12.6 volts, 1 ohm. If you notice right here, it have the voltage meter. Let's see. To make sure you got it hooked up right, the clipping and temperature, little light, and the on light. Okay, let's see what else. All right. So like I said, this it would take a max of 16 volts. The frequency on this, it's 5 hertz to 15,000 hertz. It can be used for competitions or daily use. Let's see. Oh, look at this. These are some big power and ground terminals right here. I want to say this is a 2-op. Yeah, 2-op. You can, I normally use the double terminals to put in there. That way I can run 2 wires per side. Okay, these got 4 fans. Yeah, those are real big and healthy. Look at that, look at that. Let's check out the other side. It has 4 fans, like I said. Okay, they give you the tools that go with it. Let's tear this open. They got this really good. That way, make sure it's sealed up good. Oh, they got it double sealed. Let's tear it open. See what we got, guys. Yeah, they got it double sealed. That's good. That shows they actually take pride in their customers' stuff. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Let me get it focused in for you guys. Okay. We got the speaker output. It's a mono amp, so it's going to have one output. You have your one set of inputs and then through out. That means, you know, once I hook up this part from my stereo, it will send the same signal back out for if I want to hook up another amp. You have your level, and then you got your high pass and your low pass. So like I said, it's a Class D amp. And then you have your plug-in part, almost like a home telephone plug-in part for your remote. Actually, it got 4 fans, 2 on each side, if you see that. Okay, let me get the little remote thing. See that? That is the same thing that's built on the amp right here, where it shows the voltage. This little thing right here have the LED lights, which will let you know when the amp is turned on. Light will show up if it's clipping. And this is showing right here, like if it's protection from like heat or whatever, you just plug it in right here on the side of the amp. It will plug in something like this. Let's see. So you just turn it that way and plug it in, see? And you can run it anywhere in your car. That way you have a good view of what's going on with your amp. So like if you mount your amp somewhere in the back, you could tell what's going on. If it's in protection mode or, you know, anything like that. I'm gonna tear off one layer of this plastic. Don't need to tear both open until I get ready to install it, which will be soon. Well, I'm gonna read some specs off to you guys and everything. Like I said, and it has a high voltage monitor right here. Let me point that out to you. Pull that off right here. It will actually light up red. And what that does, it monitors the voltage of your system and to avoid it from heating or voltage drop, and it's built in the amp. You can't go wrong with that. Also, it has a LED to show if the amp is clipping, which is right here, and has a output short circuit, superheating, low voltage, and high voltage protection system. The dimensions of this amp is 9.5 in length, and that will be like this way, from here to there. It will be 2.75 inches in height, and that is the height of the amp. That's actually from here to there. And the width of it will be 19.68 inches. And that's from this end all the way to this end right here. Okay. The weight on this puppy is 14 pounds. Yeah, it's a hefty amp. You could tell. And like I said, you could tell it's well built. You know, it's really nice, beautiful amp. Got the red and black outline, and I love how it feels. It's really heavy, and you could just tell it's a good quality amp. It's a Brazil made. Like I said, it has the through. Let me turn this around for you on the RCAs for you guys to see. Let me see, got that in. Okay. It has the through out, which is right here. It has the through out RCA output that can send the same input signal out to another amp, like if you want to use more than one amp. This amp has 4 internal fans, like I told you guys, 2 on each side. So it's 2 right here, 2 on the other side. And that's to give the perfect circulation to keep it cool, so the terminal protection of the amp won't trigger. Okay, now let's get back to the other side. These big hefty guys right here, these 2 terminals, the positive power supply to use, which is the positive right here. And it is a 2-op gauge cable. So it uses a 2-op gauge. That's what size you have to use. Now, they want you to use a 430 amp fuse between the battery and this amp. You know, and make sure it's close as possible from the battery, because that way, that's a lot of current going through. So it want to be able to pop that fuse for it won't mess the amp up, even though it got a protection built in the amp, but you want to have the extra protection. So, you know, you can't go wrong, and you definitely should put a fuse in between. The remote must have, that's the remote right there. It must have a 15 gauge wire. You can't use one of those little bitty thin wires like, you know, when you're doing your car stereo, you have a little thin gauge wire, which is like, I don't know, I think it's like maybe I want to say like a 24 gauge. You can't use no thin little wire like that. That's too small. So you at least have to use at least a 15 gauge wire. Now the negative, which is right here, the negative supply must be a 2-op gauge cable and be short as possible, run to the nearest ground. Now, like I said, I use, which you will see in another video I'm going to be doing, I'm going to show you the different terminals that I use for my power and ground. What it does, it plugs into my power, which is the, you know, the plus, and the negative, which is the negative mark, but it has 2 inputs. So it runs 2 wires, run into 1. That way you actually send in more power and it grounds it extra better. So, you know, but yeah, this amp, I ordered this and I just couldn't wait to get it to come in. I have heard a lot of great stories. There's all types of stories out about every type of company, but these amps right here is knocking the competition world out. You know, most competitions you go to, I guarantee you're going to find a lot of vehicles that's running these, you know. I used to run 418s kicker competition. That's the silhouette squares. And trust me, those bad puppies needed power like this. And like I said, the full amount of power this, even though it says 10,000 watts RMS, when you run it at its right voltage, you will get, they say, 11,995 RMS true power out of this amp, and maybe a little more. It just depends on, make sure you run a clean power and you have enough juice. So in my other videos I'm going to be showing you and talking about the different type of batteries I use, like my battery bank, and the different tools I use for doing when I run my stereo equipment. So just stay tuned to those videos. And like I said, if you haven't done so, please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. And I'm going to be coming with a lot of more car audio. This is big stuff, guys. You know, even if you don't do competition, you know, I'm going to be talking about different audio stuff, but this is for the big boys. Like, this is like mainstream, you know, you pushing a lot of wattage. This is like pushing a lot of 12s, 15s, or 18s. I have always ran 18s in all my vehicles. So, you know, this is going to be what it's going to be in my new build. Well, guys, I'm not going to hold you too long. This was just a little bit with the Unbox It Wednesday for you guys, for you to see what I got in the mail today. And I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Please stay safe.